What if Ferrari's biggest surprise of the decade isn't another supercar? Not another V12 masterpiece, but an SUV that carries the soul of a grand tourer while quietly redefining what a Ferrari can be? Because the 2027 Ferrari Dino 246 GT SUV does exactly that. And the shocking part isn't that Ferrari is entering deeper into the SUV world. It's how different this feels from everything else around it. Welcome back to Luxury Cars Analysis, where we don't just review cars, we break down what they actually mean the moment they hit the road. And this one deserves attention. Because the Dino 246 GT SUV doesn't look like a traditional SUV at all. It looks like Ferrari stretched the idea of a grand tourer into something larger, more practical, and somehow even more dramatic. The first thing you notice is the stance. Low, wide, planted. This isn't tall and boxy like most luxury SUVs. It sits closer to the road, almost like a performance machine that accidentally gained practicality. And honestly, that changes everything. At the front, a clean horizontal light bar stretches across the nose, creating a futuristic expression without becoming overly aggressive. Then your eyes move toward that long sculpted hood. The surfaces feel shaped by airflow itself. Every line seems intentional, every contour designed to guide air while creating tension across the body. It doesn't look heavy. It looks fast. The red paint only amplifies that feeling. Especially paired with the black carbon-style bumper elements, side skirts, and rear diffuser that add contrast without overwhelming the design. And then you reach the rear. Thin blade-like lighting cuts across the back with a signature that feels sharp, precise, almost surgical. Below it sits the diffuser, while those large dark finish performance wheels complete the look. This isn't an SUV trying to look sporty. It feels like a Ferrari that learned practicality. But the real transformation begins inside. Because this cabin feels less like a luxury interior, and more like stepping into a private performance lounge. Everything is dark, dramatic, almost theatrical. Red ambient lighting flows across the dashboard and doors, creating an atmosphere that feels alive after sunset. It doesn't feel bright. It feels intense. The steering wheel immediately reminds you where this vehicle comes from. Compact Ferrari design. Integrated driving controls. Everything placed exactly where you expect it. It feels less like holding a wheel, and more like holding command. Ahead of you sits an aircraft-inspired digital driver display that turns the cockpit into a performance environment. Wide graphics, sharp layouts, information delivered like a jet cockpit. Then there's the central screen handling navigation, settings, and performance controls. And for the passenger, Ferrari gives them their own digital experience. A dedicated passenger display that transforms them from observer to participant. That detail matters. Because this SUV isn't trying to isolate the driver. It wants everyone involved. The material choices complete the experience perfectly. Black leather, deep red stitching, carbon fiber surfaces, cold metallic accents. Nothing feels decorative. Everything feels engineered. But what really changes the conversation is the technology underneath. Because the Dino 246 GT SUV doesn't just react to the driver. It anticipates. Its AI system learns behavior over time and adapts automatically. Drive aggressively. It understands. Relaxed highway cruising? It changes. The vehicle continuously adjusts suspension, steering feel, throttle response, even cabin atmosphere depending on drive mode and driver behavior. And honestly, that's a fascinating direction for Ferrari. Because performance is no longer only mechanical. It's becoming emotional and intelligent. The car starts understanding the mood behind the wheel. Over time, it evolves too. Software updates continue after purchase. Features improve. Systems refine themselves. The SUV grows instead of aging. Then there's the smart charging system, aware of routes, driving style, and energy needs before you even think about them. That future feels closer than people realize. Now let's talk power. And this is where Ferrari could completely rewrite expectations. Whether hybrid or fully electric, the focus feels obvious. Instant response. Rear-biased handling. Playful dynamics. Because even with practicality, this still has to feel like a Ferrari. Instant electric torque changes the experience immediately. Acceleration becomes effortless. Corners become sharper. The vehicle feels lighter than its size suggests. And with all-wheel drive underneath, you get confidence without sacrificing excitement. The adaptive suspension ties everything together. Comfort when you need it. Precision when you want it. Long-distance cruising one moment. Backroad aggression the next. That dual personality might become this vehicle's greatest strength. Because the hardest thing in the automotive world right now isn't building a fast SUV. It's building one people genuinely want to live with. And this Ferrari seems designed for exactly that. 4 doors. Real passenger space. Usable cargo. Ground clearance that actually works in everyday life. This isn't a weekend toy pretending to be practical. It looks genuinely usable. Long trips. Daily driving. City roads. Family travel. All without losing its identity. And honestly, that may be the biggest surprise of all. Because the 2027 Ferrari Dino 246 GT SUV doesn't feel like Ferrari abandoning its roots. It feels like Ferrari expanding them. Keeping the emotion. Keeping the drama. Keeping the soul. But finally adding practicality to the equation. And if Ferrari delivers this vision correctly, this could become one of the boldest evolutions the brand has ever attempted. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and support Luxury Cars Analysis for more premium automotive breakdowns like this. And tell me in the comments, would you actually choose the Ferrari Dino 246 GT SUV over traditional luxury performance SUVs? Because this thing doesn't look like an SUV. It looks like a Ferrari that refused to compromise.